Right, so today's video I'm going to be announcing something that probably a lot of people won't find too surprising or too crazy, but I'm moving to digital. So what I mean by moving to digital is I am a comic book YouTuber. That's the foundation of this channel. That's what I wanted to be when I started. That's what this channel is meant to be about. The food stuff is a secondary thing, or is a like that's kind of my fourth priority. To be fair, the movie reviews, they're fun to do, and I do like watching a new release when it comes out. Not that a lot of new releases have come out recently that I've been able to watch, but or that I've been interested in. But and the TV show reviews, they're fun to do, and all the other stuff, the game reviews are really cool because because it's something that I'm interested in, and I made this channel to kind of talk about things that I'm interested in. And over the last year and a bit, I've found it very difficult to get my hand on comics, get my hands on comics, get my hands on new issues, the latest releases. That's why I started doing the Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection videos. I made those as kind of a thing to bring comic book content to the channel, but I realised they're not making the kind of views that I wanted to see. They weren't getting like nearly enough like support from you guys. For some reason the Captain Britain video did well. I don't know why. I don't understand how that worked, but I can't begin to fathom how the YouTube algorithm works. Somehow Captain Britain can do really well, but Iron Man, Spider-Man, that doesn't. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, I'm gonna be moving to digital comics, and this is a decision that I've been brewing about for a long time, because I haven't I didn't want to move to digital comics because I love going to the comic book shop every week, and I love like the relationship that I have with my local comic book shop. But unfortunately, through this whole pandemic and since April of last year, I've been slowly going behind, and I'll still use the comic book shop to get trades and to get like the Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection stuff, but for my like weekly issues, I'll probably get that entirely digitally. The main reason behind that is I'm now running a YouTube channel. It's going to be a lot easier to get images for the channel, to get like actual like imagery, not just like showing the book cover and like showing really dark pixelated images of the comic itself. I want to be able to make the best content I can. So what I have two options. I could either buy my comics to read physically, or and get the digital to do the video, to get all the images and stuff. But unfortunately, comics are expensive enough as is, and unfortunately, I'm not making the money. I'm not making nearly enough money from YouTube to pour that kind of like income out, because I spend upwards of £50 a week on comic books when there are new ones out, and I can't like afford to spend £100 on comic books when they come out. I've gotten to the point where I'm so behind on comics, like from last April, before War of Realms even started, that I have to, like, I can't depend on waiting for my comic book shop to get the back issue, because there's a thing with traders, they can be difficult, and plus comics go out of print. Physical comics go out of print. Digital comics, they're there. They're always there. At least I think so. I don't think you can run out of stock on something that's digital. But I don't know. I don't know fully how the digital market works. But from now on, just so I can get new comic book content to you guys at a regular basis when it comes out, I'm gonna do all of my I'm gonna get all of my comics digitally, apart from trades, graphic novels, and that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be getting all of the new releases via either the Marvel Comics app or Comixology, just because it's more convenient for me with this whole YouTube like platform, and just being able to get everything to catch up and get stuff on time. I don't want to like make out that I'm against comic book shops. Far from it. I did my work experience in my local comic book shop. I've been using my local comic book shop for the last 5 years. It's just that I can't make the best content that I can make. I can't make content that I'm truly proud of by relying on physical comics, by showing off physical comics on camera. But I just wanted to make this video as a way to say that I've made this kind of decision, and I want to see what the kind of feedback to this like decision that I've made is, because it might sound like it's not a big deal, but for me it is, because it ensures that I can like bring out the best content I possibly can, and that my channel doesn't look like cheap or tacky. I want the production quality to look better, and I want to make the best videos that I can, and I need your feedback to let me know if it's worthwhile, to make this kind of decision, because because it's something that I've been like thinking about for a long time, and by a long time I mean since the start of this pandemic situation, because it's, again, it doesn't sound like a big issue or a big thing to like need to make a decision about, but it is. To me, it is, because like I've been reading physical comics for 5 years, since 2015, since Secret Wars 2015 came out. I've been reading comics before then. I've been reading comics since like I was in primary school, since I was 10. So like for a good 8 years then. But I've like, as I've shifted and as I've wanted to make this more of a as I wanted to make this my job, I kind of have to look at how can I make the best content, best videos, and the best videos are the best videos, what the like best content creators, or the content creators that I look up to, are doing is they're using digital comics and they're reading digital comics, and it's just an easier format, especially for what I do, and it's easier to show like panels and stuff. It's either that or becoming like a channel like diversity in comics, which I don't want to. I don't want to do. I find his videos look very cheap and tacky, and that's not the kind of audience that I want to bring in. I don't want to bring in that kind of like I don't want to make it sound like those kind of videos attract a different audience to the kind of videos that like Comic Story and Comics Explained make. But I feel like one tone is very negative and very like, grr, all comics now are bad, really, and the other one is like, just, this is a fun story. Like, you can draw your own conclusion from it, rather than this is actually bad because I don't like the person writing it. I don't like, there's an agenda behind it there. I don't want to draw in the audience that's like, agenda's bad. Like, even though I've been privy to doing that in the past, but that's something that I want to like change. I want to better that, because I don't think that's a healthy way to look at this content, or to look at my my content. I don't think that's a healthy way to talk about something that I enjoy. I don't want to be negative all the time, but yeah, yeah, this is just my me saying I'm moving to digital comics just for the simple fact of it's easier. It's easier for me. For stuff that I won't talk about on the channel, of course I'll buy that physically. Like I said, trades and graphic novels. But for stuff that I'm going to be talking about on this channel, I'm going to be getting that digitally, just because it's easier for a business standpoint, and it's going to be easier to catch up with stuff that I've missed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you support the decision that I've made. If you don't, let me know why in the comment section below. Again, I've not made this decision to be spiteful towards comic books shops and like small businesses, because I know they need the support, and I know, like, especially when this pandemic's over, you need to, if you want your physical comics, you need to pre-order them, and you need to like support your local businesses, because you know they're gonna struggle the most. Like your McDonald's, your like other big chain corporations, not just like a comic book wide thing, as well. Like your chain corporations, they're gonna do fine. Your supermarkets, they're gonna do fine. But your smaller businesses, like your butchers, your everything else, I don't know why I've gone onto this tangent, but I feel like it's appropriate. Just support your small businesses. I'm not moving to digital comics for that reason. Like, I'm all for small businesses. I'm all for the local comic shop, but I do also have that mindset, like, digital is the future, and if you're a comic book shop, you have to do more than just comic books. Thankfully, my comic book shop does that. They do Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading cards. They do. They sell movies. They sell Pop Funkos. They sell all kinds of like nerd memorabilia. But the main thing that I go in there for is my weekly comic books, and me picking up weekly comic books is going to be now a digital thing. I hope I've gotten my point across in a like a good way, I hope. But do let me know in the comments below what you think of the video and how I presented my point, because as you've probably known, I'm bad at talking. So, yeah, there you go. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.